Hello guys, this is Avcore, and I want to do a small beginner's guide on what you should do and what you should not do. The first thing I would like to say is just play for the fun of it. Contra Returns is actually a fun game when you get past the spending aspect of this game. It really is fun because you get to co-op a lot, so I think in order for you to play the game for a long period of time, just have fun. But with that said, let's get into what you should do. The first thing you should do in this game is story mode. I advise you do every story mode that you can because this is the key for you leveling up. Leveling up is the most important thing you can do as a beginner. There is nothing else that's more important than leveling up. Because by leveling up, you get access to certain functions in the game. Like in challenge mode, without leveling up, you can't do the more advanced experience and chip challenges. But you can kind of farm every day to get what you want. Boss mode is dependent on level. So unless you have a certain level, you can't access like higher level boss modes. Endless mode, you need a higher level in order to access the higher levels to have more stats. Ultimate tournament doesn't really depend on your level. Galuga Outbreak does depend on your level to access it. You need to have a high level. Alright. So as far as things go here, my advice is to level up, and level up. People ask me where you should use your diamonds if you have any. You should use them to level up. If you have a limited amount of items, you could go to the shop and like do this, but for the first part, I don't think you should even spend anything at all, period. Just save up your gems. And when you feel like you want to spend something, spend it on stamina and energy. Because stamina and energy will allow you to level up your weapons. Because this requires you to spend stamina, which allows you to level up, which strengthens your weapons. So your goal at all times as a beginner is to level up. You will get weapons eventually, but it's not that important for you to buy or purchase weapons. That's not something you should be doing. You want to get to level 80 to 90 to 100. Around 80, then you can like start looking at that. But it's not necessary. In order to be conservative with your resources, just put them all into leveling up. Buy more money and more stamina so you can level up the weapons that you have and increase their power so you can get access to higher levels, which will in turn give you access to better weapons. Like in team battle, if you come here to a classic team, and I think, yeah, once you get to Alien Hive, you can actually start farming the golden M4A1 fragments. And you only need 20 of them to actually get the weapon. So if you're a free-to-play player, your best bet is just to level up to get access to these stages so you can farm better stuff. Sorry, P-Dub, I already did that today. And City of Ashes, once again, I think you should just level up. So my advice to anybody who's playing this game is to not worry about the weapons, don't worry about the shops. Just focus up on leveling up and spending your stamina on weapons that you have, and therein you will get access to better stuff. And I won't even give you any more than that. I won't tell you about all the other functions in the game because they're pretty easy to understand. Your goal is to hit story mode running, level up, and push your level. Use your gems in order to push your level by getting more stamina so you can farm more story stages to level up. So with that, laters, like, share, and subscribe because I am trying to build this channel and I do have the information that you need if you're willing to listen. Anyways, bye.